For the full lineup of Shell Rotella products at rotella.com/longhaul.
Retired or retiring soon? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have a plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan can take advantage of market gains but protect you from market losses. Discover how to do all three with a free consultation at 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable, accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1 million miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
As an owner-operator, you have unique needs to ensure you can run a profitable business, deliver on time, and still have time at home with the family. The experts at Fleet Owner bring their expertise to you each week with the For the Driver newsletter, arriving in your inbox every Wednesday morning. This free newsletter will help you stay on point with all of your goals, understand upcoming regulations, and be on the forefront of breaking trucking news. Sign up today at fleetowner.com.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your children's Miracle Magnet Hospital.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris, encouraging you to take the Purple Pledge and support the 47 million people worldwide who are living with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias.
The number of Americans living with Alzheimer's is growing at an alarming rate. 10% of people over the age of 65 have the disease, and 2/3 of them are women. New research is making it possible to detect Alzheimer's disease and providing an accurate diagnosis earlier than ever before. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Did you know that June is Men's Health Month?
Ladies, now is the time to encourage the men and boys in your life to make that doctor's appointment you've been putting off, or talk to the doctor about the symptoms he's been having. We're outliving men by 5 years. Let's change that by raising awareness this month on preventable health problems, early detection, and treatment of diseases that impact men and boys.
Men, it's time to talk to the younger generation and encourage healthy lifestyles. Exercise more, drink more water, and cut down on junk food. Let's set an example for our kids that will not only affect their lives, but the lives of their children. June is the perfect time to schedule your annual checkup to make those healthy lifestyle changes.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show. Weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
It's Runner Radio. He is Eric Harley, and I'm Gary McNamara. So will be interesting to see where this goes here, because the Democrats and those Republicans will be talking like, okay, this is the plan now to shut the border. And the fact is, it is a law that is not as strict as the current law on the books. And the reality is, and Elon Musk said it, everybody knows, every Democrat knows, every Democrat not right now listening knows, the president can close the border right now. It's not about money. The Border Patrol agents have said it's not about money. Right? It's about policy and the Democrat. I don't trust the Democrats at all when it comes. There's no reason to trust them.
Top of the hour news is brought to you by House Products. Visit houseproducts.com.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One. Shell Road Tunnel with advanced synthetic technology is designed to help keep your rig running with more mileage and less maintenance.
Oh, before we get back on the road, let's stop at this cat scale anyway.
Definitely. Will you use the Weigh My Truck app?
You know I'm no good with technology.
It's easy. Just try it.
Okay. Wow. You can process the entire weigh on your smartphone and email your paperwork anywhere?
That's right.
So this is how we've been getting through the cat scale so fast.
Yep. And you pretend not to like technology.
When you weigh on a cat scale, you get a no excuses guarantee. If you get an overweight citation after weighing legal on a cat scale, we'll either reimburse you for the fine or go to court with you. At over 2,000 cat scale locations, we've got your back. You can now save time weighing by using your smartphone. Download the Weigh My Truck app from the Google Play Store or the App Store. Find out more at WeighMyTruck.com.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
So much information, so little time, and so many sources that may not have your best interest in mind. For over 100 years, Fleet Owner has been your #1 source of reliable industry news. Whether you need the most up-to-date news from our daily Newsline newsletter, the latest on EVs and the changing alternative fuel landscape from our emissions and efficiency newsletter, or you're looking for Class 1 through 6 info from our HD Pickup and Van newsletter, you've come to the right place. Fleet Owners newsletters are crafted by industry experts and award-winning editors with you in mind. We are dedicated to bringing you the right news and information at the right time. Combine those newsletters with our print publication, and you have a combination that cannot be beat. Sign up today for the newsletter or newsletters that fit your needs at fleetowner.com. For industry news and trends, that's fleetowner.com. That's fleetowner.com.
The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund is excited to offer a free CDC-based diabetes prevention program to all Class A over-the-road drivers. This 12-week program utilizes weekly live webinars focusing on nutrition, exercise, stress management, and more. This program focuses on ways drivers can prevent diabetes, and it's just that. Visit truckersfund.org and take the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab.
A Cumulus Media Station. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The president is vowing retaliation after a pre-dawn attack on a U.S. military base in the Middle East that killed 3 American service members. Pentagon correspondent Cameron McCormick has our top story.
President Biden said radical Iran-backed militant groups were behind the attack on a base in Jordan's northeast. Analysts like Allison McManus of the Center for American Progress are expecting a U.S. response.
The strikes that took place represent a fundamental change in the rules of engagement. This is the first time that we've seen fatalities of U.S. service members, and that's absolutely not going to be something that this administration and the Pentagon takes lightly. That is going to prompt a response.
On Iranian-backed militias in Syria and Iraq, but some members of Congress are calling for direct strikes on Iran.
Iran denies involvement. The U.S. and at least 8 other countries are pausing financial support for the UN's Palestinian Relief Agency after allegations some staffers were involved in Hamas attacks in Israel. CBS's Deborah Patta interpreting for a woman in Gaza.
On top of the constant hunger, now they cut our aid. What did we do wrong?
Lawmakers in the Senate report they're close to a bipartisan deal to tighten security at the U.S. southern border. Republican James Langford brushing aside opposition from Donald Trump on CBS's Face the Nation.
I'm looking forward to President Trump getting the opportunity to be able to read it like everybody else is. There's a lot of misinformation out there right now.
The bill could face an uphill battle in the House without Mr. Trump's support. San Francisco's going all the way. San Fran came back from a 17-point deficit to beat the Lions 34-31, punching a ticket to the big game February 11th.
They just didn't give up. It was the resilience. They did it. We're going to the Super Bowl.
They'll face the Kansas City Chiefs, who beat the Ravens 17-10. Officers have caught up with a 17-year-old inmate who escaped from a Philadelphia hospital 5 days ago. Rob Clark with the U.S. Marshal's Office says they spotted him on surveillance video getting off a bus in Philly.
There was no cockiness, but I think he knew the jig was off.
Police to the rescue after a truck hauling zebras, camels, and a miniature horse to a circus in Indianapolis caught fire in the middle of the night. A state trooper, a Grant County Sheriff's deputy, and another person led the animals off a smoke-filled trailer alongside Interstate 69. Some were treated for smoke inhalation, none was seriously injured, and all were safely delivered to the circus. S&P futures up 3. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com. That's progressive.com.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
There's something magical about unboxing. When you unbox BritBox, you uncover a world of British entertainment. Stream the UK's most brilliant series, including new and upcoming seasons of Shetland, Father Brown, and Death in Paradise. Plus new originals like Payback, Irving Welsh's Crime, and Archie, the story of Hollywood's greatest leading man, Cary Grant. Unbox BritBox and escape to the best of British TV. Stream with a free trial at BritBox.com.
A man who swiped a famous pair of shoes will be sentenced today.
The thought of a final score kept him up at night. Those words from Terry Martin's defense attorney ahead of his sentencing for stealing the ruby slippers Judy Garland wore in The Wizard of Oz.
Ruby slippers. What have you done with them?
He says he stole the slippers from Minnesota's Judy Garland Museum in 2005 with a sledgehammer after a former mob associate encouraged him to commit one last score. Martin, who's 76 and in poor health, pleaded guilty in October. He's in hospice for advanced COPD. And despite a lengthy criminal history,
Happy Monday!
He was agreed to recommend no jail.
Black and white, that's good.
Britney Spears fans say touche to Justin Timberlake. Despite raves for his Saturday Night Live performance, they've been screaming Britney's song of the same name nonstop. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
All dining chairs are $50. Reclining chairs for $300. Desks for $369. Beer is $50. Benches for $215. Headboards for $100. We don't have time to list them all here. Go to our Facebook page
Or website to see any more.
All been there for almost 30 years. Facebook. Shop Amish Direct.
What makes people think they can just come to the store and just come on in?
Partnerships with Amish shops in Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania.
By having these partnerships,
Wait a minute.
we can offer custom-made items, heirloom quality, up to 70% off retail prices.
Outdoor furniture that is guaranteed to last for decades with little or no maintenance.
Table chairs, table
How can thousands of people come in just thinking?
Amish Direct.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. And ensure the Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
Depend on it. Depend on it.
Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Skies are cloudy this morning, but clouds should break apart as the morning goes on. A little more sunshine for the afternoon. It will be a little breezy with the northwest wind, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures will top out in the mid-50s. Tonight will be mostly clear and colder. We're down around freezing, so frost is possible. Mostly sunny and a little warmer tomorrow, lower 60s, but then we're back in the mid-50s on Wednesday with a good deal of sunshine. That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Your Monday kicks off with no major problems or accidents. Interstate systems moving smoothly into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Auburn, and Greenville. No problems on 231 south out of Wetumpka, north out of Troy. Festival Plaza has it all. Stop by Bougie Nails and Spa, Sheer Experience, and more. Festival Plaza, Taylor and Vaughn, a Collier's Managed Development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. An investigation is underway after several businesses in Montgomery went up in flames Sunday morning. Firefighters responded to Norman Bridge Road, where crews found heavy smoke and fire. It's believed at least 4 businesses were impacted. This week, Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed will deliver his State of the City address. It will be held tomorrow at the Cramptonville Multiplex. The open house starts at 5 and the speech starts around 6. The public is encouraged to attend, but if you can't, WSFA 12 News will stream the speech live on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. After more than a year being closed, the W.A. Gale Planetarium in Montgomery held its grand
Oh,
over the weekend.
oh man.
Shut down in June 2020.
Oh, wow. That's how they want.
To the city of Montgomery. The planetarium will host shows every Saturday starting February 3rd, running through April 27th. I'm Jasmine Williams with your morning headline.
Did you know that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February? Did you know there's a good chance it's just hormones? Hi, I'm Evan Bass, founder of Montgomery Men's Health, and I started this clinic to take care of men. Your testosterone is low, then motivation, energy, and drive often
My testosterone is low.
Emotions can feel like walking through mud.
Maybe they
More
ain't.
so as we
I don't think
age,
it's that
these
low.
things tend to get worse if untreated.
I
Guys,
don't
you're not
think
alone.
so.
Urologists and
Don't
support
think
staff
so.
at Men's Health has your back. For years, we've effectively treated ED and low T comprehensively.
Low
with proven
T.
treatments dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and by this afternoon, you'll leave with a plan that's designed to be sustainable for life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how it used to be. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year.
Damn.
Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 334-440-3663 or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Just Blinds and Travel is proud to be the area's trusted source for all things window treatment related. Whether you're looking for classic blinds, stylish shades, or luxurious drapes, Just Blinds and Travel is here to help transition your home to the perfect look designed just for you. It's an easy process. Just stop in and visit our showroom in Prattville. Within minutes, you'll be introduced to the very latest fabrics and window treatment options, and many conveniences of motorization and smart home options. We hope to see you at Just Blinds in Prattville.
Good morning,
To buy
everybody.
your home, you became a house hunting ace. Learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org. Because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. As a parent, it can be scary to hand the car keys to your teenager. To help your teen stay safe, be a good role model and follow traffic laws yourself. Set rules for your teen, including wearing a seatbelt, driving only during the day, and with limited distractions, including from their passengers. Finally, make sure your teen knows it is never okay to text and drive. For a sample driving agreement for teens, visit healthychildren.org.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remained strong.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And here we go.
Sometimes you need to reset.
Here we
Refocus
go.
on
Here
your
we
day.
go.
The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine. For once again, one more time, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time to rise and shine this morning, if you can. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or at least give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning to you. Today's daily bread is simply entitled Sharing by Caring. Our scripture insight today comes from Galatians 5:14 through 15 and 22 through 26. Galatians 5:14 says, very simply, love your neighbor as yourself. Good morning. And again, it is January the 29th. It is a day like no other day. It is a day that has never been, and once it's gone, it will never, ever be again. It is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get a chance to come back and do all the things that you ought to do today that you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, January the 29th, 2024, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. Like I tell you every morning, if you've been around a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, and charity of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are you going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, as long as you can, until you can't. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you will never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never quit. You never give up. Because quitters will never win. And winners, they may lose a thing or two. But they'll never be a quitter. So they ultimately will always win. Nelson Mandela says, I never lose. I either learn or I win. That is a good philosophy for all of us to live by. I never lose. I learn or I win. It's a win-win situation. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't ever quit. Because quitters don't win. And winners, they never quit. It's a great day. January the 29th. It's a great day to be alive. Wouldn't you say so? Amen. We'll be back sharing by caring. That's our daily bread for this day, January the 29th, 2024.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled Sharing by Caring was written by Patricia Raybon. The young pastor prayed every morning, asking God to use him that day to bless someone. Often, to his delight, such a situation arose. One day, during a break at his second job, he sat in the sunshine with a coworker who asked him about Jesus. The pastor simply answered the other man's questions. No rant, no arguing. The pastor commented that being guided by the Holy Spirit led him to have a casual talk that felt effective but loving. He made a new friend as well, someone hungry to learn more about God. Letting the Holy Spirit lead us is the best way to tell others about Jesus. He told his disciples in Acts chapter 1, "You will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses." Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 through 23 reads, "The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control." Living under the Spirit's control, that young pastor put into practice what Peter instructed in 1 Peter chapter 3. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you, to give the reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect. Even if we suffer for believing in Christ, our words can show the world that his Spirit leads us. Then our walk will draw others to him. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Galatians chapter 5, verses 14 to 15 and 22 to 26. For the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. If you bite and devour each other, watch out, or you will be destroyed by each other. Now, picking up at verse 22, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. Against such things there is no law. Those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. Let us not become conceited, provoking, and envying each other. Let's pray. Lord, as we tell others about you, please lead us, Holy Spirit, to speak with your love. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Joyce Dinkins, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Well, it's time to rise and shine. Hey, boy. Time to rise and shine, people. Time to get up. Let's go to work. You ain't got a job? Go get one. We run to the sun. No sweat, not yet. Come on now.
Down in the mess hall on.
Okay, this is only half true.
Let's fall on my knees. We got nothing to eat but a
Okay, we gave more than beans. I'm just saying.
bean. The bread was no.
Okay, no moldy bread. This is a song. Okay, I'm just saying.
And the meat was.
Well, you know darn well that you can't eat that. Hey!
Darn well that you can't eat that. Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Gotta be rough and tough. Rough and tough. Airborne. Airborne.
All the way.
All the way.
When I was young, I always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, knees in the breeze. And of course I was. I'm just saying.
We ride
up from an aircraft while in flight.
All the way.
Third of the 4th ADA, baby. Company commander didn't like me very much, so, but you know. Sorry about that. All the way driving home. Okay, I was a pain in the butt, but still.
A morning in the drizzling rain.
Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light me with a cheering glow. All the way. Time to rise and shine. It's PT Monday, baby. PT Monday. We got to run this morning. We got to do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
Got to get that blood moving. Get hungry for breakfast. Cream beef. That's right. Somebody tell the cooks down there to get the potatoes on the grill and the cream beef cooking, because I'll be on the way after this run. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Hard work, work. Oh, oh. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Woo! Hard work, work, work. That's what they say. Hard work, work, work. I earn my pay. Hard work, do it every day. Get up by the quarter to 3. Let you go and earn my pay. Oh, yeah. Hard work, work. Hard work, work, work. That's what they say. Hard work, I earn my pay. Coffee break. Here we go. Make the call. Here we go. Hard work, working on the doors in the morning. Hard work, work. Let's go to work. Hard work, hard work. Hard work, work, work. Oh yeah. Hard work, work, work. Hard work, work. Oh yeah. Hard work, work, work. Here we go. Hard work, work, son. I'm ready to rock. Hard work, hard work. I'm earning my pay. Hard work, hard work. Do it every day. Hard work, work, work. Gotta put this on TikTok. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. On the airplane. Hard work, any early morning rain. Hard work, hard work. That's what they say. Hard work, hard work. Let me hear. Hard work, hard work. Turn it up. All right, hard work. Are we done yet? Hard work, work. Woo! Time me out, time me out. Hard work, work. Woo! Okay, are we done yet? Hard work, work. Hard work, work. I earn my pay. Come on. Woo! Come on now. It's gotta be up over. Okay. All right. Woo! Okay. Oh, it's Monday morning. I can tell the old ladies ain't what they used to be. Anyway, good morning. Now let's pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States of America: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. And let's not forget our local heroes: Montgomery Police Department, Montgomery Fire Department, Montgomery Sheriff Department, and all the rest of the folks who go out there and do things. And don't forget the truck drivers who half of them in Texas right now. And I wish I could be down there with them. Oh yeah. Let's block them borders, baby. I ain't mad at the people that come through. I'm mad at the people that let them come through. So anyway, enough of this invasion. That's right. So when I get out today, I'm going to see if I can rent me a 18-wheeler and roll down to Texas, baby. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. So does U-Haul rent tractor trailers? Because me and the boys can go down there. Maybe I go down there with Michelle or her husband, because they be riding all over America. I might have to roll down there. That's right. Hit them up, buddy. If the government won't protect our land, we will. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I am. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it seems like our own government is a bigger enemy to us than anybody else is. What's going on out there? Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine, people. It is a great day. A great day to be alive. Wait a minute. You mean these trucks are like stick shift? I thought all these big rigs were automatic now. Let me think about that one. And last but certainly not least, their motto is Semper Fidelis, but they couldn't pronounce that. So they just said Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it's all the same thing. Always, always faithful. Good morning, Jarheads. The Army, we don't have a motto anymore. I don't know what the hell they did with it. We used to have called an Army of One and all that stuff. I don't know what the hell we got now. That's okay, though. Okay. My son wants to join the Air Force. I don't really blame him. I mean, Army's a hard life. But I loved it. Yeah, at some point I'll have to salute my own son. Okay, if I'm alive, you never can tell. Uh, Alrighty then. It is 6:27 in the morning. Now, when we come back after this break, after we get down over what we're gonna play our audio for this morning. I think you'll love it. I think you'll like it. It's a good piece of motivation for you this morning. Anyway, gotta take a break. Good morning, Michelle. Y'all need to let me catch a ride, to Texas with you guys, so I can, so I can go down there. Now I was gonna drive, but I was gonna drive, but they got sticks in them. I thought most big trucks now were automatic. You just hit upon D, drive, reverse, So they should got these sticks in them. Come on, man. I haven't seen a car with a stick in it forever. As a matter of fact, it looks kind of weird. In my car, it don't have a stick. It's got a knob. You go left, right, left, right, left, just like the Army. Left, yeah, right, yeah, that's what you do. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, that kind of takes the fun out of driving. I got a knob on the dash. Come on, man, that ain't driving. Well, and the car even has things that let it drive itself. Who wants to be in a car that's driving itself? Not me. Oh, no, 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 no. That's like being in the airplane. There's no pilot. It just got autopilot. I want to know who's getting on the airplane. I'm not. All right. If you don't take all the control from me, just in case a kid walks out in the middle of the street or something like that, I like to have the ability to stop the car. I'm just saying. Or I need to stop at Popeyes for a minute and get me a leg and a wing. You know what I'm saying? So the carman said, well, we don't want to stop there because it's not on the schedule. Well, that's the nice thing about being a human being. See, you can stop places even if you're not on the schedule. See, and that's what scares me about ATI or AI or AI, whatever it's called. Wrong. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back with it's a thing. It's called a trust God first. And we'll be back right after the messages. Okay? So don't go no place. Really, seriously, don't go no place. I'll be back in a minute. So don't go no place. Okay, we'll be back. I still say growing up is overrated. We'll be back.
Radio 1440.
Skies are cloudy this morning. The clouds should break apart as the morning goes on. A little more sunshine for the afternoon. It will be a little breezy with a northwest wind, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures will top out in the mid 50s. Tonight will be mostly clear and cooling, down around 3 degrees. Often mostly sunny and a little warmer tomorrow. But then we're back in the mid 50s on Wednesday with a good deal of sunshine. First air forecast, I'm meteorologist Tyler Higby for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic. Brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Toyotas and Nissans are rolling in at the Toyota Nissan. Never with the pin. 212 on I-65 in Toyota. Now, go up, it's the law from Montgomery Skywatch traffic. Major law.
The world's oldest esport has entered yet another year as the first Counter-Strike 2 Major is just around the corner. The PGL Copenhagen Major closed qualifiers have just begun, and the best 4 teams are trying to punch their ticket to the main event. In Europe, fans have high hopes for Cloud9 and Astralis, while American fans are expecting to see Team Liquid and NOG make the cut. What are you rooting for? The latest
Yeah, we gotta go to Texas and then take the border back. Wait on me there. I was gonna drive, but the truck's too big. I gotta have somebody help me out. Yeah. Now, if it's got an automatic in it, I can drive it. I used to do, but I haven't driven a stick so long. I wouldn't know what to do. I probably wouldn't know what to do actually. If I'm driving them big trucks, I can't guide it up. Michelle can drive it up right there. I can't guide it up. So I guess I've been outdone by a woman. Won't be the first time. Probably won't be the last time. Well, but I don't want to be a woman, okay? I mean, a trans truck driver. No. I'd be a truck man, not a truck woman. Yep. I did. And how do we leave here? Just a few blocks from you. Why is she not the usual, I guess.
No, they can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local restaurants. You are invisible on them. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Get a boost, get found, get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
It helps me help other people. It helps me feel good.
Being a part of the team always feels good. Go for it. Don't even hesitate. For more than a decade, Major League Baseball players and action teams of high school students have been working together to train and inspire the next generation of volunteers.
Once you get there and realize how much you can change someone's life, it's one of the best things in the world.
Just that simple act that takes 5 or 10 minutes of your time is making a difference and is transforming someone else's life. All-star Giancarlo Stanton and Chris Capuano join action team captains to make a difference in their community. And you can too. Just try it. Just go to one event, one action team event.
If we all show up together, that's what it's all about. It's not just one person. It's a team.
It's been incredibly rewarding for me. You know, just thinking about yourself.
For more information, go to actionteam.org.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden
On News Radio 1440.
And here we go. More mental after this thing with word of the day and the lessons for life. But don't worry, I think you'll love this. I think you'll really like this. We'll be back.
they are to obey. Trust God. Of course, I have no way of knowing what the future holds for you. You may lose your home and everything in a fire. You may lose your spouse to an early disease, detected but not cured. You may lose your dreams, your hopes. You may lose a relationship that you have cultivated over the years. All losses are painful. And you will be brought back over and over again to the words of Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. I know. You memorized them in vacation Bible school or when you were growing up at the knee of a godly mother and or father, and your lips will move as I quote them. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. All your heart, all your ways. Trust. Trust. Now, we have a problem with this because of several things. First of all, we are too blamed self-sufficient. We have learned how to get ourselves out of jams rather than acknowledging the jam has very well been either directed or permitted by our sovereign God to teach us. And by not trusting him, we short-circuit the test and go our own way, getting ourselves out of our own mess. We're too self-sufficient. Another reason we fail this test is because we're too quick to call on others. We have a lot of very capable friends. As life unfolds and you leave the school and you're involved in your church, your work of ministry, your realm of responsibility, you'll meet other people. Many of them much smarter than you are. Most of them richer than you are. Better connected than you are. And some of them will become good friends. And they will become your crutch. They have connections. And when you're up against it, they'll get you through it. Another reason we don't trust is because we feel distant from the God of heaven. Don't feel too guilty about that. So did Job, as godly as he was. And yet Job said, in the midst of all of the loss, though he slay me, I will trust in him. Though he take me off this earth, in the process, I leave trusting him. I will trust him. The fourth reason I would name is that we have cultivated the bad habit of worry. Many of you are much better at worrying than you are at trusting. If you were to put together a worry list, it would outrun your prayer list. And you're worried right now about something. Most likely, it's related to something about your schoolwork, some course, some class, some test, or maybe your finances. You don't have enough money. I'll give you a word of encouragement. You'll never have enough money. So you're worried now, you're getting good at it, so you can carry that with you when you graduate, because you won't have enough money then. So you're worried about that. And you do not trust God. See how practical it is? And if you think you're going to outgrow the problem, take it from this old guy today, you won't ever outgrow it. It's like lust. You never outgrow lust. You just learn to fake it. I remember attending a Navigator conference when Lawrence Sandy was president. We were at Glen Erie, and they had a returned missionary, I think an 87, 88-year-old gentleman who Lauren brought up to the platform, and he was a long-time navigator. And Lauren said, "Tell me, Dr. So-and-so, when did you conquer lust?" The old man said, "Well, Lauren, it hasn't happened yet." You'll never conquer worry. It's part of the flesh. You want to, but the only way you will get through it so that you will learn from the test is to trust. To trust. To put the worry on hold, to set it aside, deliberately shoving it away and saying, "God, at this moment, I rest in you and you alone." If you're married, God, help my spouse and me to trust you, to lean on you, to wait on you, to listen to you, to endure the test with you. I put together a quick list of things that reveal how little we trust. When you choose to worry, you do not trust. When you try to fix what is impossible, you do not trust. When you hurry ahead and don't wait for the Lord to move and to change, you do not trust. When you lie awake twisting and turning at night, you do not trust. When you doubt biblical principles and promises that are right here in the book you love and study, you do not trust. When you turn to others first for help, you do not trust. When you listen to human counsel and give a higher priority to that than the principles you have just learned, you do not trust. When you manipulate and maneuver situations, you do not trust. When you step in and take charge without praying and being led by the Spirit of God, you do not trust. When you cling to others in order to feel secure and needed and loved, you do not trust. The list goes on and on. See how easy it is to live in the flesh, how easy it is to disobey. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Wouldn't it be a great project over the Christmas season this year to think through ways that you can begin to trust God regardless? Hopefully it'll be a project that you and a good friend or you and your mate can enter together. What is it we do that keep us from trusting God? And how can we break that habit and watch God break through in ways that we would never have expected? Cynthia and I have a longtime friend who was raised with 4 brothers in Southwest Texas. We were raised on a very poor ranch. They eked out a living. One of the brothers wound up getting into Baylor, going on to UCLA Law School, and earning his degree in law, and has since become a very fine attorney in the Southern California area. We've been friends since the mid-1970s. One of his 4 brothers stayed at the ranch and developed it, cultivated it. The other brothers moved away, as did our friend. And the one who stayed, along with his wife, really turned the ranch into something much more successful. Grew crops that worked, got cattle, bred them, sold them little by little, kind of got on their feet, and finally became pretty much financially stable. Then the fires of 2011 across Texas swept through their area. And they came to that ranch. By now they knew they would lose all the cattle. They simply opened the gate, and amazingly, those animals know where to go. Usually know where to go to find shelter and safety. And they fled, hundreds of them. And they barely left, unable to get anything, much of anything in their pickup, and they drove away. Came back a number of days later when allowed to enter this territory, and everything was melting. Everything. Even the metal roof on the shed, on the barn, had melted down and sort of peeled its way over, and what it landed on, it kind of was that metal profile. As everything is lost, all possessions, all pictures, thankfully no lives. Strangely, the cattle got back and were clustered around in a herd around an enormous oak tree, and they were able to get them back. Of course, the fence had burned, so that has to be rebuilt. And they said to one another, we realized at that moment our faith would either kick into action or we would move far away from the God we had loved and served. They chose the former. They determined they would rebuild. They're in the process right now. Living with a brother, putting house and home back together, having lost it all. The Lord taught me through my shameful response. You'll win this battle. Trust Him. Trust me. Trust God. Just to rest upon His promises. Just to know, thus saith the Lord. Trust God.
Trust God. What a message for a Monday morning. And things sometimes don't seem to be going the right way. Wow, that is a powerful, powerful message this morning. Hope you got something out of it like I did. Anyway, good morning to you. It's easy to say, but sometimes difficult to do when we say trust. Good morning to you. It is time for the lessons of life as well as the word of the day. I really hope you guys got something out of that and enjoyed that because I surely did. Anyway, today's lesson of life is, and I'll play that again on Friday if I'm here. If I'm not here, I hope somebody plays it for you. Because trust is a powerful thing. But trust has to be trusted. I'm just saying, you got to trust your own self to trust. Anyway, the word of the day is QUASH, which is pronounced squash. And a lot of us have heard that. Pretty much means to nullify something. It means just a no yes, no, let it go. Okay? Quash it. What you mean? Pretty much you can say, trust God on this one. You don't fight this battle. Quash it. Let it go. Which is what it means. So next time you hear somebody say quash it, they mean let it go. Let it go. It's not worth worrying about. Leave it alone. Now, here's an interesting lesson of life today. Life is sort of like baseball. You don't need to hit home runs to win. If you get enough hits, you'll still score. And a win is a win. You don't have to get it all in one fell swoop. A little at a time is still a win. So just because things don't go your way, you don't get all the raise you wanted and all that stuff, well, 2 good raises is better than 1 small one. Okay, so life again is like baseball. You don't need to hit home runs to win the game. Just keep hitting though. And if you get enough hits, you'll still score. And a win is a win, either way. It is January the 29th. It is the 29th day of this year. There are 336 days left in the year. On this day in 1936, the first inductees into baseball's Hall of Fame, including Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth, were named to Cooperstown, New York. In 1820, King George III died at Windsor Castle at the age of 81. He was succeeded by his son, who became King George IV. In 1845, Edgar Allan Poe's famous narrative poem, The Raven, Once Upon a Midnight Dreary, While I Pondered Weak and Weary, was first published in New York Evening Mirror. In 1856, on this day, Britain's Queen Victoria introduced Victoria Cross to reward military acts of valor during the Crimean War. In 1861, Kansas became the 31st state of the Union. In 1863, the Bear River Massacre took place as the U.S. Army attacked Shoshone in present-day Idaho. New York Stock Exchange and board changed its name to the New York Stock Exchange. It was the New York Stock and Exchange Board. It changed the name to the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, I know I had to explain that with you. In 1919, the ratification of the 18th Amendment to the Constitution, which launched prohibition, was certified by Acting Secretary Frank L. Polk. And in 1963, the first charter member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame were named in Canton, Ohio. They were enshrined when the hall opened in September. Also, poet Robert Frost died in Boston at the age of 88. 1975, a bomb exploded inside the State Department in Washington, causing considerable damage, but injuring no one. The radical group Weather Underground claimed responsibility. In 1984, President Ronald Reagan announced in a nationally broadcast message that he and Vice President George H.W. Bush would seek re-election in the fall. In 1998, a bomb rocketed an abortion clinic in Alabama, Birmingham to be exact, killing security guard Robert Sanderson and critically injuring nurse Emily Lyons. The bomber Eric Rudolph was captured in May 2003 and is serving a life sentence. In 2002, the first State of the Union address, President George W. Bush said terrorists are still threatening America and warned that an axis of evil consisting of North Korea, Iran, and Iraq were in cahoots. And it was 15 years ago, declaring that ending pay disparity is not just a woman's issue. President Barack Obama signed the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act, and we've been going down ever since. Some people ain't worth the money they get, giving workers more time to take their pay discrimination cases to court. The Illinois Senate voted 59-0 to convict Governor Ron Blagojevich. I probably only got an American that can pronounce that name that way, of abuse of power and throw him out of his office nearly 2 months after the second-term Democrat arrest on charges of trying to sell Barack Obama's vacant seat. And 10 years ago, the state of Missouri executed Herbert Smalls for the 1991 slaying of jeweler Stephen Hockman in suburban St. Louis. And 6 years ago, FBI Director Andrew McCabe, a target of frequent criticism and accusations of bias from President Donald Trump, abruptly stepped down from his position ahead of his planned retirement in the spring. Alex Azar, the former drug company executive and official in George W. Bush's administration, was sworn in as Trump's second health secretary. The Cleveland Indians announced that they would remove the Chief Wahoo logo. They wimped out, just wimped out. I wouldn't change it. I'd kept it right there. Not me. I'm just saying you might want to think about doing that. Anyway, and that's it. So what are we celebrating today? National Puzzle Day. Don't like puzzles. Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day. Now, I will admit to you, remember the old bubble, bazooka bubble, when you got the wrap and they had cartoons on? I love those things. Here's one for one of our callers, Curmudgeon's Day. That's right. This is for Grumpy Old Men Day, okay? Which doesn't mean me. I may be getting old, but I'm not grumpy. I'm good. Free Thinkers Day, that's me too. You have the freedom of thought, so use it. And what else is going on? National Bible Day. Hope some of you guys read your Bible yesterday, like I did. I had a good time reading the Bible yesterday. I really did. Got some questions, as a matter of fact. Let's see now. National Carnation Day. Is that carnation milk, like the cream stuff? That's what we're talking about. Probably not. National Colon Day. So if your name is Colon, today is your day. Okay? If your name's Colon. We ain't talking about colon cancer. We talking about colon. Okay? National Corn Chip Day. I don't know what that's all about, but if you like corn chips, that's fine. Okay? CI Dog Anniversary Day. That's good. We can use some of that. Anyway, so those are some of the things that we are celebrating today. So once you guys go in that place, we'll come back and in a little bit and talk about things. It's a great day to be. It's a wonderful day. You should enjoy this day more than any other day in your life, because this one was not promised. We'll be back.
This Monday. An investigation is underway after several businesses in the county smoke fire. This week, Montgomery May news with the investigation address. Public after more than a year being closed, the period of Montgomery temporarily shut down. Every Saturday, starting February 3rd, running through April. William 4.
WLWIAM is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 FM in Montgomery, a community media station. This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. President Biden is vowing to hit back after a drone attack killed 3 U.S. service members at a military base in Jordan, near the border with Syria. Almost 3 dozen others were injured. The White House National Security Council John Kirby tells CBS Mornings.
We are not interested in a broad conflict in the region. We're not looking for an war, but we absolutely will do what we have to do to protect ourselves.
Members of Congress are calling for direct strikes on Iran. The UN Palestinian Refugee Agency says it won't be able to continue operations in Gaza if the U.S. and other countries don't resume funding. They put it on hold after a dozen UN staffers allegedly took part in the October 7th attacks in Israel. CBS's Kathy McCormick.
The European Union is now demanding an audit of the UN agency after what it called extremely serious allegations. Britain and Germany joined the U.S. in halting funding to the group, as did other U.S. allies. Several UN staff members have been fired over the Israeli allegations, and Israel has vowed to stop the agency's work in Gaza after the war.
After months of negotiating, lawmakers from both sides of the aisle may be close to a deal to tighten security at the U.S. southern border. Correspondent Scott McFarland is on Capitol Hill.
CBS News says more negotiators have talked about giving the president new power to halt border crossings when they surpass a certain threshold, raising the standard to accept asylum seekers while shortening the time of legal review for their cases and restricting the use of the Immigration Parole Authority.
The bill could face an uphill battle in the House without Donald Trump's support, and he says he doesn't like it. Super Bowl 58's all set. The defending champ Chiefs will beat the 49ers in Vegas. San Francisco head coach Kyle Shanahan on a 17-point deficit comeback.
Guys didn't want today to be the last day and put herself in a hole, but they played like it in the second half, and
We able to get the ball bounced the right way, and we made up for what we did in the first half.
Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
We've been underdogs for the last few games. We feel like underdogs. We got a lot of guys on this team. Now we're in the Super Bowl. The job's not done.
Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales, back home in Windsor after undergoing abdominal surgery almost 2 weeks ago for an undisclosed condition. 42-year-old princess isn't expected to return to her public duties until after Easter. Trial begins in New York today for 2 men accused of killing a rap pioneer. The two have pleaded not guilty to federal charges of murdering Run DMC's Jam Master Jay in his recording studio during a drug delivery involving cocaine. This is CBS News.
With O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
For matters in Tennessee, with Joe Cordell, 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, 4010. Representation is made that the quality of legal services will become this greater than the quality of legal services.
Based on a remarkable true story. You know what's wrong with you? Jason Isaacs is Archie, the man who became Cary Grant. Now streaming only on BritBox.
The Grammys add a music legend to the lineup. Joni Mitchell will make music history next week when she performs at the Grammy Awards for the first time ever. Mitchell was also nominated for Best Folk Album. The 9-time Grammy winner joins a long list of performers, including Billie Eilish, Billy Joel, Luke Combs, Travis Scott, and Olivia Rodrigo. U2 also plans to deliver a first-of-its-kind performance from the Sphere in Las Vegas. The Grammys air live on Sunday, February 4th on CBS. Monica Ricks, CBS News. New move today to Save AM Radio. A lot of Jersey Democrat Josh Gottheimer will introduce legislation in the House to stop car makers from dropping AM from new cars. Is asking the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to require vehicles that don't have it to include warnings on price stickers. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Great. I'm all for keeping AM available. I mean, they walk into the United States like the door says open home. This morning, before we get into the conversation today, let's have a serious talk. And of course, Tell Talk is about the truth, and its name is fentanyl. Did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamans died in 2021 from drug overdoses? It's time to have a conversation about substance abuse. Hope is real, and recovery is real also. So if you are a family member or a friend of suffering from substance use disorder, call the Council on Substance Abuse or COSA now. That number is 334-262-1629. One more time, 334-262-1629. Or go to COSANCADD.org. That's COSA, NCABD.org. And let's get some help today. Call now. That's 334-262-1629 and get the help that you need today. And you need it. So, call now. 262-1629. It's 7:07 in the morning. Got the thing to talk about. Now you guys realize that I'm expecting an interesting guest this week, so I'll let you know a little bit more about that later on. Got to make sure that it's solidified, and we live in a time where, like the man said, like what's his name on SWAT on TV says, is liquid. You got to stay liquid. You got to stay. You're willing to move here or there, whatever the case may be. Anyway, good morning to you. Now, I have some interest. It's election time, right? I mean, it's election time. Everybody knows it's election time. They had they don't call these debates. These are forums, which is good. All the candidates are trying to sit down and just talk about things, how they like each other, things of that nature. One day they had one at Hutchinson Missionary Baptist Church. Now, I didn't get the word. They gave the word to somebody, but they didn't get the word to me. I didn't get a word to me because I'm not falling for the okie doke. Okay? Now, if you come to these homes and you say, I as an individual can do little. But the one thing I can is advocate for my constituents. I can fight, I can rough, I can raise hell, I can do all kinds of things. And do all kinds of things, but I won't give up. Okay, that's reasonable. But if you say you're going to stop taxes and roll back inflation and all that stuff, you know you're not. Okay? You know you're not. Don't be lying to us. Just tell us the truth. Just tell us the truth. But anyway, move right along. As I was reversing my notes over the weekend, I got to thinking about something. I got to thinking about it. I got to thinking about all the things that people promise you when they run for office, and 98% of it they can't do. They just can't do it, which is true. I'd rather you say, listen, I'm going to make that $50,000. I do what I can, but if you promise much, I can live with that. I can live with it. Okay. So, but here's an interesting thing that the Republicans never thought would happen. It is so bad. I mean, we are opening our borders for every other person and giving them $3,000 a month plus food stamps. We open our borders to help everybody else except the people that have to be here. And the Democrats are doing it. Okay? And the Republicans are going to this too. Okay. But the Democrats, we got schools in New York and Chicago where kids can't go to schools because they're putting illegal people in the village. So, whose priority are the people that you are voting for? Who is or are their priority? I'm telling you, it's 9 years. All right, so we get into that. And plus some other things. Oh, and one more thing I want to talk about today sometime. Can somebody tell me all of that ARPA money, American Rescue Plan, all that money, we are still paying Levitate $42,000 a month. Now, I imagine that most of the money is gone, but they made over $1 million, supposedly telling people what they could and could not do with the money. So I'm going to put this question to my city council people, to my county commissioner. Are you guys telling me that you're so dumb that you ain't figured out what you can do right now? $42,000 a month. And let me tell you the one that I absolutely know for sure. And I don't do the race thing very much. I don't. But I have to tell you, not hardly none of that money went to help the whole black folks in this county. Hardly none. So, and if it's on paper someplace, it's on paper someplace. So when is it going to take this? I don't know. Another thing too, I found out over the weekend that we have a critical housing. Place that fund that supports people and they need emergency housing. But you never hardly ever hear about that. And when you do hear about it, then I found out who's in charge of the program the other day, and I found out that they're not really helping many people because they said people won't do the work for the money they can pay. Okay, I'm good with that. So if you can't get people to do much for the money you're willing to pay out of the process, the money should still be in the bank. Because I am so sick and tired of people always using black folks to get money, and then when the money gets here, it's spent on any of the poor folks. It's all taken with it's all taken. I believe we have paid Levitate more money on anything here. I'm just saying, $2,000 a month to tell grown people who mostly are college educated how to understand the verbiage. Seriously, if I read some of the American Rescue Plan, I understood it. I understood it. So I just figured out why we got to pay a group of couple people levitate. Do you know what every community right here could do with $42,000 a month? You guys know every election we put more people in who said vote for me and I said to me, we wanted 100% account of all that money that came from Harvard. It should have and who in the hell needs $42,000 a month to tell us what something says? And if that in fact is the case, then some close the doors at the school system and the colleges and the university because and because I just don't get it. I don't get it. And again, I learned to understand that we have to public money. So I'm just wondering another election in March. Another election in March. Oh, and I found out that evidently Miss Reed, I think she was taking off the Democratic thing, going against Miss Isaiah Sankey. I really, know her. I don't know of her or anything like that, but evidently she didn't get the name on even though she did some of the things. Maybe somebody else knows more about that. I think financial paper that you're supposed to put in there 10 days after within 10 days after you sign up, you got to get a financial disclosure or something like that. And evidently, people got to do it. Good morning. Yes. Doing fine.
Why, hey, yeah, what you saying there? Nothing. I mean, that's understandable. Common sense. A great day, handle a great day, it's for it. A great day to lay back. Why? Because it's great. You're right. Because thank God for his faith. Thank God for his faith. Tonight. Because we have to let them see his faith. Come on, someone.
All right, Ed, I got you. I got you. I got you. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. I'm doing fine. Mhm. Now, who put him in the car? Okay. Okay, I haven't heard about that. Yeah, yeah, I haven't heard about that. Internet's a big place. I've just never heard of it. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's true. What did he do? What did he do? What did he do? Just tell me. Tell me what he did. Tell me what he did. Not far as I'm concerned. Right, but just tell me what he did. No, no. What did he do? Okay. What law did he break? Okay. And a man. So, wait. Hold on. Let me speak. Let me speak. A few years ago, somebody got $4 million from McDonald's because they spilled coffee in their lap. Okay. So you can sue anybody. You know. Okay. Well, listen. I don't want to get involved in that this morning. I don't care. I don't. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Find something the guy did. Anybody can be sued. Anybody, and ugly she is, I can see why she needed to sue somebody so she can get some attention. Anyway, leave her alone. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Well, I guess it's just too complicated for me because I read some of the law. I understood it right away. That's what it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have to be the probably all the places surrounding Montgomery with ships and buy these vehicles for much.
Well, maybe they sell them higher in Montgomery. I don't know. Maybe they charge us more. I don't know.
You got to plan worrying about city hall. You got to plan ahead. When you talk to these agencies, they tell you they look 2 years out because there's such a high demand for those type vehicles that they have to do the purchase a year out, plan 2 years out, so they'll be able to get the vehicles that they need and they won't be short. That's same thing with garbage trucks, same thing with any other. You've got to have somebody that has attention to detail, focus on the nuts and bolts, not on what flags on top of City Hall. Have a good day.
All right, appreciate it. I did see. I have seen a 16-year-old young man that's missing. That's new. A young man named Michael Cole Jr., also known as Mike Mike Jr. Evidently, he's been missing. And nobody's found him. I guess within week, 4 days ago. Let me go far right quick. What one is this? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they say sometimes I can't stand it. If you're absolutely right, there's this incompetence at this city. If they're not able to, they could get someone from the university and put you on contract private people.
I mean, $42,000 a month.
And the organization needs to understand look at us. They give us purpose of what you use the money for tourism. It takes all the restrictions and everything. And I'm not stupid. I've read it. And it's very simple, but it takes this amount of energy on the behalf of the staff to do the work. And that's what the problem is. And also, those people that not equipped to listen, there's a lot of bickering going on about those people. They were selected by individuals that are not even investment, okay?
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember because even the mental health thing, they got a place out there. I know they got some money, but it's not a place where you go to stay. It's a place where you go, you can see. So, yeah, I think there might need to be one down there because they're gonna get all this money to the people from coming across the bridge over all that money. Someone gets $3,000 a month. That's high and all kinds of things. Well, I'm tell you something. The fifth route there's more of us than there is of him. And I just think these people got a right to protect their country. Right, and that's what they got. They got people from they got 5 governors who have people who are going to send people down there. I'm not. They haven't gone through a legal process. That's the problem. No, people they're letting people in that border down there illegally. They let them stay in America. They didn't let them walk across the bridge. No. The Supreme Court said you could not put up. You had to let the federal government cut the wire. It didn't say they couldn't put it down. They couldn't put it up. That's what the rule. That's what the ruling said. Yeah. 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 I'm with you. That's all I want. So we took me back to Texas. I'm with Texas on this. I'm with Texas on this. When I get off, I'm running down there. Yeah, we'll be back right after these messages. But hell yeah, with Texas. I'll go down there and fight too. I mean, we got a country with no borders. What an idiot that we got in the White House. I mean, did you see all the people down there? These people coming by the thousands thinking they can just walk in the front door. It's like going home this afternoon and there's somebody moving in your house. You didn't give them a key. You didn't say they could. They're moving in your house, and the government's giving them a cell. And we got all these. I got old folks around my government. We go do Meals on Wheels. We see people who living in houses that ought to be torn down. But we willing to give $3 grand a month to people who come here illegally. Now, I'm with Abbott and anybody else wants to go down there. Okay. We'll be back after this. I love you. Number two.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above.
Website www.alabamafootball.gov.
All right, let me go to phones right quick. Somebody's been waiting there. Good morning. Yes. Mm, yeah. I didn't know we were over there. Yeah, I didn't know we were over there. I didn't know we were over there in a capacity that would put our folks at risk. Yeah. 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 Hmm.
And I do believe that the SEALs that went in there to get him, they had, they had help from India. And then these cartoon characters that call up all the time, I know it's your show, but can you just you just wasting your time on some of these cartoon characters. This so-called Reverend that calls your show all the time, where's his backbone at? He voted Democrat. What about this retired Marine that voted for Biden? He retired. He left his backbone when he retired.
Well, hey, what can I tell you, brother? Hey, appreciate it. 860-1440. And there's one thing, especially about the ARPA money. Now, I want Doug to call. Hey, Doug, Commissioner, Chairman of the County Commission. Here's my question. Now, it seems to me, now, if I am wrong, please tell me I'm wrong, and I'll apologize. But the biggest expenditure seems out of ARPA has been for the what's that, $6 million or $3 million for for the soccer thing out there. Has anybody else in town got that kind of money expenditure in there? I mean, so except the levitate people, but is any can anybody tell us any significant thing that has happened in anybody's neighborhood or anything except getting the and I'm all for soccer. I can't stand it, but I'm all for soccer. Soccer's good. But is there any significant project that has come to fruition after all of these years with all that money and Levitate getting over $1 million? Is there any? Is there any? Can anybody? Can any of our county commissioners, Ziegler, Harris, Sankey, can anybody and Rhonda? I mean, can anybody give us any significant thing that has been done with all that money? I don't think so, but if there are, let me know. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got that. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. I, yeah. A month, not a year, but a month. It ought to be a shame. 40, yeah. Yeah, we can. Mm-hmm. It is, and I don't. The city is giving 20, the county is giving 22, or vice versa. I mean, it's a shared expense of that money coming from the city and the county. Do people really know how much money that is? $42,000 a month. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and then I found out. Yeah, and then I find out that there is a program that the city has, I think in the county, where they help people with emergency repairs, but the people they can't find nobody to do the work because evidently um, the people they don't want to pay them much. So my thing, okay, well if you can't pay them, that's fine, but where's the money then? So if the money's not being used for what it was supposed to be used for, then where's the money? Well, because I'm beginning to think, yeah, I'm confused too. Yeah, well, let's not let this election go by here without holding somebody accountable for what has not been done. Hey, appreciate it. Let me take one more call before I go. Good morning, who's this? I'm calling you out. I love you still, but I'm calling you out. Having you got the biggest expenditure for these fields, right? Has anybody else got any significant thing out of this ARPA money? I still love you, but okay. Oh, we finally got beds out there. Well, that's good. Okay, that's good. But why is it going? Well, how come it isn't already there? What is the hell? We've been getting the money for 3 years. What's the process? Right? Mhm. Yeah, and we appreciate that. But my thing, but let's the question: has there been any significant thing been done really on the post side of town that we can point? Yeah, we, okay. Yeah, I heard about. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that program, and that's full of crap too. Okay, they're gonna put somebody out there. Listen, I said significant thing. Okay, good luck on that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've been hearing that for 33 years. Thank you. Although we built now we did it didn't take us forever to build our little water park, which I think I'm all for it. But it didn't take forever to get, and we moved a hell of a lot of dirt. So it just seemed like to me that we really not good. Okay. Mm. No, no, it wasn't, but it didn't take me forever to get it. I've been talking about Madison Park and Memphis since I've been here since 1991. 1990. So how much money? How much money did the study cost? I'm with you. But they've been doing it since I've been here, though. They've been talking. They've had this conversation. Willie Cook with it. They've been having this conversation for years. They hadn't done a study till now, and that's what the last guy said. Well, I wasn't here then. Well, we don't care about. We're talking about now. I just yeah. Okay. And wait a minute, what does that mean? What does that mean? Small business support. What the hell does that mean? Because I could use some money. What does that mean? Okay. I still don't know what that means, but what that means, I imagine it means something. But don't forget Hope Inspired Ministries because they doing it now. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I hear. Listen, it sounds good, my brother. It sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Hey, but you're not everybody. No right. Y'all need to get moving. It's going to be done. It's going. We got the money. I mean, and why are we still giving Levitate $42,000 a month? I, that's stupid. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I've heard the excuses about we got to go through this. We got to go through that. I heard, but after 3 years, my friend, they ought to be able to tell us 2 years ago what we could have done. That's just, that's just one thing. Your ears ought to be burning out. You take a day this week, anytime after lunch. Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah, that's what it means. Anyway, I got to run. Appreciate you, Mitchell. We'll be back.
dozen. Hairstyle, just being hair. Helped with being used. There were small things just good. It makes it when the opportunity presents itself, you got to make the grab. This is by the United States.
Telling it like it really is.
Okay, let me talk to somebody here. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Well, listen, I agree with you, but the problem is, and again, people don't care because they're not in there. The people. And I mean, and they've been filing briefs, they've been filing lawsuits. All the only thing that's going to change that environment is the people of Alabama whose kids are in there who come up here and raise holy hell and be willing to go to jail to do it. We've been talking and talking and talking. They're not listening, listening, listening. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? You know what? You know what? I tell you, I, yeah, I got to run. But let me tell you the funny thing about this. You guys ought to be able to call up Black Lives Matter and get a donation, but you can't. Yeah, yeah, okay. But if they really, I got to run. But if Black Lives really matter, but the number one thing we need to do with our young men, the number one thing, please, let's stop giving the system excuse to lock you up because they don't care once you're in there. I'm just telling you. We'll be back after this.
Deborah Rodriguez, a pre-dawn bomb attack on a U.S. military facility near the Syrian border in Jordan has killed 3 U.S. service members. CBS's David Morgan said it could be more incidents. This plane came in very slow. It came in at the same time that an American plane was returning to the base after a mission. And when an American plane comes in, turn off all the automatic response systems that incoming drone and militia is bound to respond. The U.S. and its 8 other with the Syrian relief agency in Gaza. The president established for the attacks in the correspondent the U.S. the only source of strategic bullshit was in some we got time to cover. CBS News has learned President Biden will be getting a big presidents. Barack Obama and Bill Clinton are planning to join in for a campaign fundraiser in the spring. The day is not yet out of town. Mr. Obama made himself scarce during his former vice president's campaign. A 17-year-old waiting trial on a homicide case is back in custody. He was taken from a hospital last week. Ellen Wright. Dramatic video shows U.S. Marshals taking in custody outside the Central Hospital in North Philadelphia. Law enforcement must make the arrest Sunday evening. We did a program on this. I think we need paving the way for a showdown with the Chiefs. The 17-10 coach Andy Reid was Chiefs beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl 4 years ago. Time to add up or subtract the dollars and cents. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. Taxpayers, start your engine. The tax season officially opens today. The IRS is expecting more than 128 million individual tax returns to be filed. Amazon says it's scrapping plans to buy the iButt vacuum maker after the EU's antitrust authority objected. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, learn the families of your immune invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs. Lavage makes them there. Lavage flushes ultra pure refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Lavage sucks out viruses, dust, and other illness. All this stuff is trapped in the nose, making you breathe. Don't get caught empty-handed this way. The blood helps you breathe easier, breathe better. You'll have even better Lavage is 8% process available. The Lavage is included with those funds before it takes off. You'll pay a minute more. Buy Lavage today and you'll be knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Lavage is available baby. We know how to love.
Searches for a pop star in the with AI images from surfacing on platform now users search for other people's content, they can only consider extending a secret if a temporary action is done. The account could stream images, but not before millions of right even calling it unknown comments to take action. CBS News, the Chiefs are making a airlines deal. In the United the Super Bowl, now with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. All 89. Second Rodriguez, CBS News.
And we're back. It's 8:06 in the morning. I tell you what, it's time to go. We're having fun this morning. And I had to look back on my kind of commission thing and see who the hell was on it. Because I never hear from Sankey Sankey and Mr. Sankey and Mr. Singleton. I mean, they're always calling it. So is there anybody else on the county commission? Is there really? I know I think there's like 5 of them. Yeah, they look good on their picture, though. They look good on their picture. Just in case you have forgotten who's on the county commission, because we never really hear from them. I know they say, well, you can come down to the county commission meeting. But you know, my thing about county commission sometimes, they say, well, you haven't called them. Listen, if you want to talk to the people of this council, if you want to talk to the people of this city, you know, my microphone is open to anybody that want to comes up. So don't wait for me to call you. I got things to do in the daytime, like make a living, my other living. And so I'm not trying to call you. I put my number on the air, 241-9998. You can text me, you can call me anytime you want to. Some people can call me 11 o'clock at night. And I'm trying to get to sleep. Okay, sleep, that's kind of what I've been thinking about sleeping in. And I've been watching Star Trek. If you mess with me doing Star Trek, the Star Trek comes on 8 to 9, it comes on 7 o'clock, don't go up till 12. So anytime before 10 o'clock, I'll take calls up till 10 o'clock at night. I don't care. All right. So 241-9998. I'd rather you text me, and then if I think you're interesting enough, I'll call you back. But 334-241-9998, text me, brother, and I will get in there and see what's going on. All right? I'll check things out. Anyway, 860-1440 is that number. Let's go back to the phone and see who was there. Good morning. Thanks for holding. Good morning. No, man, my thing don't say, it says 1 minute. Okay. Let me tell you the truth. I keep forgetting which number that I'm supposed to push. Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a tough job, no doubt. It's a tough job. I mean, no doubt. I mean, people get hurt just as often sometimes, more often sometimes, in preparation for these things than actually the actual act. So, it happens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. But it is the only job in America where you get paid to go in harm's way. That's the job. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Levitate. Right. Uh, and that's for the year. Yeah, that's for the year. I don't get it. 42 grand. What the hell are they telling us for $42,000 a month? Mm, yeah. Mm, black folks. Yeah. And again, we're not. I'm not angry at people trying to get to the United States. For the time being, it's right. It's one of the places on earth where you can live your dream for the time being. But it's slowly but surely, uh, that monitor won't be on us. I don't have a problem with people coming because I would too. I would, but our government is a yeah. Free this and free that. Yeah, I mean, I just oh, I heard three. Yeah, yeah, mm. Well, something's wrong with it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, let's wait. We come out better headed down to Texas and act like we came through the fence. Say no habla English, right? No habla English. What? You know? Yeah, yeah. Well, okay. Well, that. That is something to think about. But I'm not looking for reparations. But yeah, okay. I wonder how long that's for. Yeah. Let me find out how long. Yeah. I wonder how long that's for though. If you start getting it, how long does that last? Even if it lasts a year though, that's still pretty good. Yeah. I got enough money to go home. I appreciate it. Amen. Okay, appreciate it. Let me see. It is 8:14 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes. The immigrants are not the people who allow them in here. That's the issue. Hell, I'm trying to get over here too. Yes, they can stop it. Illegal immigrants hurt us more than the gun violence. But we live in a country. Yeah, but we live in a country where owning a weapon is a constitutional right. Because it's the idiots with the guns. It's the idiots with the guns we need to stop. They're big. They're not citizens. They're not citizens. Our people are citizens of this country, and we got. I've been trying to get them, but they kind of hide out. I talked to. I made a contact with the games judges to try to get them on, and they, so they judges are the only people get away with not showing up on the air, except unless it's a show where you don't take no calls and you just sit there and BS around about the law. So yeah, yeah, right, yeah. Griffin, yeah, yeah, they ought to. That's how they, no. Whatever. Yeah. Well, you're right. Wait. And the only way to hear from them, we're gonna give you we're gonna give you 5 to 10 years. They do. It is. I appreciate it. Let's take a break. We'll be back. Again, you can text me 241-9998, and I'll normally answer your call, whatever the case may be. I won't answer your call, but I'll at least text you. Here's something. Here's something. Registered voters in Montgomery will get to decide next fall whether they want to renew the 2004 property tax. Hell no. Absolutely not. I'm totally 100% against it. Now, I'm sick of tired of getting schools asking us for money, and I'm going there like a combat zone. I got kids don't know the capital of the United States. No, no, come on, man. Sorry, I helped pass that other one. No, money is not the issue. The issue is who's got the gonads to disperse discipline in our schools, and evidently it's a word that is no longer part of the lexicon of the education system. Discipline. We'll be back. Now we get our money back. Do not go for it.
Turn up your radio. Here's Sean and 1 minute. Comes in third in Iowa, second place in a two-person race. You can't compete with Home to lose that. And South Carolina, the home state, is down to have minutes of the mountain. In terms of real good politics, and how do you pass and you can go
Let the woman run. Stop whining.
Somebody else being able to hold the phone such a wide margin like that. Check out the Sean Hannity radio show right today.
That's why I take Real Greens. The roots vegetables Go with your gut. Your gut's immune system is based in the gut. A diet of nutrients cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, here's a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite. It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio. Happier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite. Good morning.
King size mattress for $5.99. We'd rather sell it than count it. Deal store wide plus interest-free finance. Don't count it.
Radio 1440. Depend on it.
Okay, we're back. It does seem like we do a lot of complaining on the radio, don't we? That's only because our people really don't. Our public officials really don't come out to talk to us, to let us know what's going on. You know, when you get down to the city council, you go down there, they make you for 3 minutes, and bam, they throw you off. I mean, we feel as though they really don't listen to us until election day. Then everybody wants to talk to us again. One day after election day, you know, let's go to the phones and see who is here. Somebody's been here for a minute. Good morning. Fine, fine. Yes, you're there. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I appreciate it. Also, I want to welcome to the new pastor of Jackson Memorial, which is the Reverend Dr. Alan Sims. I got to go down there and see if can he have him coming up here with me. I'm sure he can. But who's that? The new pastor at the Jackson Memorial Church, the Reverend Dr. Alan Sims. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Let me see. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. I'm doing fine. If our wait, let's be fair. If the system stopped telling all of our kids the only way they can make a living is go to college, then maybe a man don't go to college, get a degree, all that stuff, then come out working fucking chicken. It's not in the psyche of Americans, and they're taking the low. It ain't black folks' jobs. It ain't, well, now he asked who would be hurt the most. We are the but you're saying a lot of things they didn't say. He said who will be affected and who will be affected more. And of course, it will always be black folks because we're the smallest minority in America. Okay. Sure, sure. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because it switches from Montgomery to Troy. I mean, every year it's another one. So, and some of that stuff's coming from overseas. Wait a minute. What am I talking about? Now I can't. I can't say. Yeah, I can't say that I am. Okay. Well, well. Listen. I got to work. It may not be such a great idea to pay $40 no more. Because you get more, you pay for. Good morning on there. I will do my best. I think it's on the website. I think. Well, no, what it's intended to be spent on. Because all we ever hear, we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and we got some. I mean, I just like when they finally spend the money. Okay, that's what I'll pay attention to. Okay. Mm. Well, I said the yeah, we did have to do that one time. Of course, not with me, but we did have, a long time ago. We did have to get people to call in who worked in the building. But yeah, okay. All right, it is 8:32 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah, Mr. J. How you doing? But he does not want to. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Okay, okay. We don't have to vote. We don't have to vote for what is constitutionally their responsibility right now, and that's to protect this country. Oh, the party got to vote on it. Oh, okay. So he's more concerned about getting reelected. Yeah. Well, again, until we get somebody with some gonads, that's the way it's always going to be. 'Cause I like the new guy, but he don't seem to have very many. His ain't that big either. Well, listen, I'm all for that. Give me somebody who thinks the way I think, and I'll vote for him. But if the first thing he wants to worry about is people getting abortions, I'm done. Leave school before we begin. And Democrats always about abortion, killing your children. I'm done with that. Well, I don't. But what happened? But we're not back in those days now. Now, according to the news I got over the weekend, a lot of black folks don't vote Republican this year. I know, but but who? Listen, the Democrats convinced us with food stamps and some cheese, okay, to go the other side. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Huh? Hey, well, I know that the King family was Republican. Martin Luther King, his family was Republican. But again, that's then, and I'm talking about now. Do we not have enough sense? I appreciate the call. I mean, we got to have enough sense to see that it hasn't done as well. One thing I like about the Republicans, they don't promise you anything. I can live with that because I know if I get it, I got to get on my knees and do a lot of hard work to get where I need to go. But it ain't because of some stupid party to help you out. No way, Jose. 8:36 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm. Because we couldn't believe that. That goes against logic and reason. We didn't believe you. Yeah. Well, someone else brought that, not me. Mm-hmm. 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 Who don't care about us? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We let it happen. I mean, we are allowing it to happen. Our leadership. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I appreciate it. And again, one of the things came across the news today is that the school board wants us to renew a tax as if we don't pay enough already for this school. And I'm sorry I left it out because the bigotry of low expectations in our public school is apparent. Unless unless you go to the magnet schools or the lamp or if you look up and giving valiant crawls, or if you look up and other than that, or the impact or anything like that. Other than that, though, the low expectation. I went by the school the other day. I went by the school the other day, and even the teachers were frustrated. I mean, everybody looks frustrated because we don't believe in discipline in our public schools anymore. And I still can't figure out the environment in public schools should be the same environment that I read that the environment in public schools should be the same environment that there's in private schools and magnet schools. The only difference should be most of the time is academically. It's intellectually. There are certainly some kids that are smart as I don't know what. I wouldn't belong to that group when I was in school. I belong to the group that listen, let me set by somebody that's smarter than I am so I can learn something. I wasn't that guy. But there are some people that are absolutely just right. And they don't need to be mixed up with people like me who was I wouldn't even make the water shake. But that back in those days, I'm ready now. That's what I've lived around. But anyway, so no, we don't want they get enough tax money now. We passed the tax in 2004, I think. Let that sucker die. Let's get some of our money back. Okay, so I'm totally against it. You've got to be you've got to be really dramatic or like magnet or like well, okay, is LAMP a magnet school? Loveless academic, isn't that okay? Well, okay, so LAMP is a whatever it is. Anyway, that was real broad background. But anyway, I know they do great work over there. They're one of the top high schools in the country. Okay, but the environment should be the same. Oh, LAMP is the name of a school. Okay, so LAMP, okay, I got you. I don't know why I think it's the program, but it's not a program. It's just the name of the magnet school called LAMP. Okay, so Loveless academic. Okay, okay, continue. Continue one more. Oh, good morning. Right. Mm-hmm. A lot of people. A lot of people. I don't know. Mm. Mm. All right, then we'll be back right after this. 8:42 in the morning. We'll be back.
This time of year when everyone is sick, the Lavage helps by sucking out germs, bacteria, and viruses trapped in our noses that cause us to feel miserable. And come allergy season, it does the same with dust, pollen, and other allergens. And other medications can take time to help get better. There's often feel happy all year long. Ask Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
That needs to be on my right, not on my left. The right, not the left.
MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
I got smart about mortgages, smart about college.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial. Ben Shapiro. The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
I don't think so. Yeah. This is Melvin. This is Melvin. Yeah. We're going to let it go. We're going to let this go. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to let this go. Yeah, no, that's okay. Y'all get enough money as it is. All right. Yeah. We need our money back. Yeah. Now, otherwise, y'all need to replace with the money you got. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. You got money for that now. No, I'm sorry. I'm not seeing it. No. That's got nothing to do with money. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Now I'm against it. Totally against it. 100% totally against it. 100%. I am tired of getting shuck and jived about we need more money and that's going to change things. Okay, wrong. Let's go back to the phone. Good morning. Who's there? Yes, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Yeah. What did he say? Uh, no, no, not that I know of, but I think it's a question that we all should probably want to know. I think it's an interest. I basically saying what are you doing is relevant. So what is what he said. It is, it is. But I think yeah, first of all, it doesn't really, it doesn't really matter, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. What people say, what matters is what God knows you have done in your heart. The rest, because people have been wrong for years about people who they thought they knew. So that is, I don't care very much about that. Just don't call me gay. Yeah, yeah, don't call me gay. Other than that, then. Yeah, yeah, they are. Yeah, but it's an interesting question to ponder. It's an interesting question to ponder because at that time it won't really matter what people think about you at that moment. I won't know nothing about it. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Doesn't make any. All right, hey, appreciate it. But it was an interesting question. Good morning. 8:52 in the morning. Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Mm. All right, appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Okay, I hear you, brother. All right, I hear you. Good morning. Who's this? Now y'all keep calling back twice like this. I'm gonna ban you. Good morning. Okay then. You go that one's getting end of the show. Good morning. Who's this? Okay, I imagine. Okay, that just don't make me stop answering the phone. Now we got a little time left. Montgomery County Sheriff Department is hiring lateral deputy sheriff, whatever that means. But let me see what that means now. That means we offer a competitive pay and benefits package or a post certified law enforcement. So I would imagine that if I would imagine what this is about is that if you're a member of the Montgomery Police Department, you can do a lateral transfer to the sheriff department and make a little bit of money. Let's see, if you got 1 to 2 years experience, you start at 49,000. If you have more than 10 years experience, you start at 53,000. $25 an hour, 25.95 an hour. If you have 5 to 10 years experience, start at 25.20 an hour. I don't know. Is that worth? I don't know if that's worth changing my job for. But so what does the city pay? But anyway, now hiring lateral deputy sheriff. In other words, let me put it to you this way: if the things I hear about Montgomery Police Department are true, some of the issues that they have, then I could see people laterally transferring, and because Kevin and Derek Cunningham are pretty good folks to work with. From what I can tell, I've never had it, and he seems not to be having a problem getting people to work for him. So that's going to make it even harder to keep policemen for the city of Montgomery. Y'all need to do something about that. Good morning. Who's this? Pretty, yeah, that's right. Get it right. Get it right. I'm with you. Good morning. But call sometimes. Good morning. Yes. I mean, I don't eat them all every day, but come here, couple times a week is okay. Yeah, yeah. Constitutional, right? Hmm. No, no, we are, and I believe that it is a relic of the past that we keep bringing up so certain people can feel like they're relevant. I mean, you, I think right, right. Mm, mm, right. Well, money answers all things. Yeah, yeah. Money answers all things. That's what the book said. Right. Yeah. It sure can. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm running out of time. Let me get this one guy. Next time, call it. Good morning. You got about 45 seconds. Okay, then. Now your 45 seconds is up. I don't know why y'all know. I run the sound here. So anyway, well, it's 8:57 in the morning. Well, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. And but vote no on this stupid tax that they came up almost 20 years ago with, and then they came back whining to us last year before last about more money. No, give us our money back. That 3.5 mil thing, yeah, put that back in my house so we can earn more money. I'm just saying, now forget the tax. I've been blindsided by this tax crap for years. Thinking you need more money. You need more money. And I don't see a nothing. Okay. I go into the schools and it's absolutely, it's just, no, 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 no. No, I'm sorry. No. So it'd be me against Melvin. Okay. I think I win this one though. Okay. Unless y'all come down here and convince me that it's, no, I don't care what you say. We don't need, we don't need another, we don't need to renew a tax that even after we had the tax, they asked us for more money for another tax. No, absolutely not. See y'all later. Not another confounded tax. Up yours. Sorry about that. What's tomorrow?
This week, Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed will deliver his State of the City address. It will be held tomorrow at the Campbellsville Multiplex. The open house starts at 5 and the speech starts around 6. The public is encouraged to attend, but if you can't, WSFA 12 News will stream the speech live on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. After more than a year being closed, the WA Gale Planetarium in Montgomery held its grand reopening over the weekend. It temporarily shut down in June 2022 due to a strict
I love you.